Last October, I did a video about horror comedies that are actually funny, and it received a slew of recommendations. So, let's get right to it. Here are 5 more horror comedies that are actually funny. Make sure to comment below with what you think, and be sure to check out my other horror stuff as well. Number 5 is The Babysitter, which almost didn't make the list because the experience was frustrating at points. The tone fluctuates too much at the start, some of the characters are obnoxious, and occasionally the dialogue dips into cringe canyon. But the reason these aspects are so irritating is because they're tainting an otherwise pretty kick-ass movie.
I came here to kill people. Yes! That's what I'm talking about, Cole! Come on, buddy!
The rest of the dialogue is clever and made me laugh really hard at several points. Another neat surprise is just how creatively shot the movie is. The framing, the camera movement, that single shot by the stairwell, and the clever use of slow motion I really want to see more movies utilize. The 2 leads have great chemistry, and damn does this one end with a satisfying climax. So for all its flaws, the movie is funny, bloody, and even kinda cute. Number 4 is Siren. This is a full-length version of the short Amateur Night, which made the list on one of my actually scary videos. When I started watching this movie, I thought it was trying to be straight-up horror. You know, the obnoxious guys going to get laid, who get murdered one by one. We've all seen it before. And some of the dialogue is almost Justice League levels of bad.
Where is my mother box?
I'll die before I tell you.
But then, something odd happened. The jokes got better, and the characters and situations got so ridiculous I thought, wait, is this being tongue-in-cheek? And you know, I'm still not sure how serious the film was trying to be, and honestly I don't care. There's a cult leader who sounds like Foghorn Leghorn, there's the over-the-top violence, characters cracking jokes in deadly situations so often it'll make a Marvel fan blush, and despite all the silliness, there's still moments that scared me. This is a total pre-gaming, yelling with friends kind of movie. So watch it. Number 3 is, yep, the one you've all been clamoring for, the horror comedy equivalent of a flex bicep, Evil Dead 2. There's obvious things to enjoy about this film, like the practical effects or the one-liners, but we all know why it's so celebrated. The man, the myth, the chin, Bruce Campbell. I'm not in the camp that sees this actor as some kind of messiah, but I do find it fascinating how he offers all of the traits of a classic actor, yet perfectly fits into a story as goofy as this one. Campbell owns every line in the film, and while the shenanigans can get a bit too much at times, it's a pulpy blast to watch with friends. And any film that can make a scene this badass, with no action and only one word of dialogue, has a special place in my heart. I may catch flack for calling number 2 a horror comedy, but the fact is that you can sit down and literally choose whether to watch this as a horror or a comedy, and both completely work. It's an amazing film, in my personal top 20, and that's American Psycho. The book this is adapted from is not as comedic in tone, and I applaud the brave decision to shape it that way. Christian Bale gives one of his best multi-layered performances, and the intro sequence is kinda stolen by Dexter now that I think about it. But let's talk laughs. Everyone, especially Bateman's coworkers, offer pitch-perfect line delivery. So smug you can smell it. Jared Leto and Bale are an engaging pair that really needed more screen time, and we also get the best breakup scene in film history.
Sorry, you're not terribly important to me.
Yet the horror is never forgotten. In fact, every comedy scene has elements of creepiness, and every horror scene has absurdity, like the cute little shoesies during a chainsaw scene. American Psycho is my favorite movie on this list, but I'm putting it at number 2 because of its questionable genre status, and there's one film in particular I want to share with all of you. Number 1 is One Cut of the Dead. I'm not going to go too much in detail because this is one of those movies where you shouldn't know too much background. I'll just say that it's very decisively split into 3 parts. The first is a zombie film gone wrong, and it's all done in one 35-minute take. Pretty impressive. Although I did notice some technical problems and just plain puzzling moments here and there. The second act provides background for the first, and even though it contains a funny scene of the worst script read-through ever, it's a bit of a drag. And this is where you may want to turn it off. For the love of God, don't. The third act is hilarious. Every flaw I noticed earlier is explained. Every character quirk and subplot is spun into gold. I have never seen a film reward me this much for staying with it. And I had the biggest smile on my face when it was over. One Cut of the Dead is the most original zombie film in years. I literally have nothing to add. Like, best last third ever. Just watch it and comment back on this video, and that's pretty much it. Just go, you know? Yep, you're still here. I don't really know why you're still here. I could update you on the news, I guess. I don't know. I mean, what movie news is there? Ooh, Scorsese doesn't like Marvel films. I don't really give a shit. And neither should you. But you know what you should do? Yeah, you know. So just go, you know? Go watch it. You know this is just gonna cut the credit.